Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. You likely lock your front door at night and close your blinds to keep prying eyes out, but you might be leaving your home completely exposed to anyone with an internet connection 24/7. Today I'm showing you how to blur your house on Google Maps Street View. This stops digital casing where burglars check for cameras, windows or expensive packages without ever stepping on your street. After this video, you will know exactly how to remove your home from Google's database, the permanent side effects you need to consider before you click submit, and how to verify the blur actually worked. We spend a lot of time on this channel talking about browser privacy, blocking trackers and stopping ISPs from selling your data, but physical privacy is just as much a part of your digital footprint. Google Street View cars have driven millions of miles, capturing imagery of almost every street. While they automatically blur faces and license plates most of the time, they do not automatically hide your home. And this creates a unique vulnerability in the security world. We call this reconnaissance. If someone wants to target a specific area, they can use Street View to look for easy access points, see if you have a security gate, or check where your delivery packages are usually left. Today's win is to stop broadcasting a high-definition layout of your property to the entire world. Before we get to the settings, it's important to understand what strangers can actually see. It is not just a picture of your house. When I look at a property on Street View, I can often see the brand of the security system box on the wall. That tells me what kind of sensors you might have. I can see the side gate is usually left open. I can see if you have expensive cars in the driveway that weren't blurred out because the algorithm missed them. Digital stalking is another real concern. If your address is leaked in a data breach, which happens constantly, bad actors can immediately visualize your living situation. By blurring the home, you are essentially removing that data point. You are making it harder for someone to build a profile on you. It turns your home from a high-resolution target into a blurred, unidentifiable block. However, and this is crucial, we need to talk about what this does not do. So before you go and follow the steps I'm about to show you, there is a very important warning. Blurring your home on Google Maps is permanent. Once you submit this request and Google approves it, you cannot undo it. If you try to sell your house later, potential buyers won't be able to see it on Street View. If you want to show a friend where you live, you can't just toggle it back on. The blur remains even if Google updates the street imagery in the future. The specific GPS coordinates remain permanently obscured. Also, what this does not do is hide your home from satellite view. If you switch Google Maps to satellite or Earth mode, the aerial photography looking top down will still show your roof and property lines. This blur only applies to the street level photography. But for preventing casing and stalking, the street level view is usually what matters most because that is the perspective a person has from the road. So if you're comfortable with that permanence, let's move on to the actual steps. So first up, we need to go to Google Maps on a desktop computer. This is much easier to do on a desktop than on a mobile phone, so I recommend even just grabbing your laptop for this. So we will open up our browser, and then we want to search for Google Maps, and then select Google Maps. And when you're here, you want to type up in the top left search your address. And once it's loaded, you want to make sure that the pin is exactly on your house. Next, we need to enter Street View. You could do this by dragging the little peg man in the bottom right hand corner and dropping him directly onto your house, or you could also just click the photo of your house that appears in the left sidebar. Now, once you're in Street View, this part is critical. You want to make sure the camera is facing your house directly. You want a clear, perfect view of what you want to blur. So don't leave the camera facing down the street. Frame your house in the center of the screen. Now you want to look at the very bottom right of the screen, and it's in very small text, often hard to see. You will see a link that says report a problem. So if we go down here where you've got terms, privacy, it'll say then report a problem. You want to select this, and this will take you to a new page called Report an Appropriate Street View. and you will see a red box on the image. You need to adjust the view so that your home is completely contained within that red box, and you can zoom in and out using plus and minus buttons to make sure the red box covers everything, the driveway, the front door and the windows. Under the section where it says why are you reporting this image, you will see a few options, and you want to select my home or an object on my private property. And then you want to select I certify that I have the authority to request the blurring of this property because I am the owner or tenant, and I also understand that this blurring is irreversible and cannot be undone. If you've got any optional information, you can put it in here, but usually that's enough. And just a quick note, you can also blur a face or a license plate if the algorithm missed it, but today we're just going to focus on the My Home option. And then you want to scroll down and enter your email address. Make sure it's a valid email address. Google requires us to verify the request and send you a confirmation. And they may follow up if they need some more info, but usually they just send a ticket received email. And then you want to complete the CAPTCHA verification and then click submit. And that's it for the submission. Now you just need to wait. You'll get an email from Google confirming they received the report. And in my experience, it can take anywhere from a few days to a week for the blur to actually appear on the map. So just a quick test you could do, say next week, is just set a reminder and go back to Google Maps, type in your address and enter the street view, and you should see a large distorted blur covering your property. And if you tell me in the comments below if you're worried about Apple Maps or Bing Maps as well, I can look into doing a guide for those. They have a similar process, but Google is by far the biggest source of data for digital stalking, so it's the most important one to tackle first. And there you have it, everything is submitted. It's just one form, but that's the whole upgrade for your physical location privacy. You have now made it significantly harder for anyone to case your home remotely. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.